Throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then you gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A time.
And if you ain't know,
this is how it goes down.
Hey, snap your fingers, but do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the rope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me what it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going numb? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they gotta front? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? But you know I'm yours, and I know you're mine. And that's cool.
then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your mans have been to jail before? Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bum. Alright, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you I got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rings so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold my big baller. Yo, meet me outside.
controller, the lever king, I told ya. Hop in and let the journey begin. Forget about that, hats up that you cannot deny.
A glowing light is shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
To throw, Williams.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
This one swung out to Williams.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Try to set up a screen for Blue.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think,
oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Filthy, 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 filthy. Punch Spurs, punch Spurs, punch Spurs, punch Spurs.
From the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready to run!
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Clowney brought him down. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got this complete to Burden.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Running is Manunga.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Caleb Williams
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
throws Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Bears 7. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Yeah, here we go.
They go again with Blue. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Prescott now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Blue. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Williams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. The Bears come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
What is that?
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What is that?
To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Vegas, Vegas!
To the air, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 times.
He's got him in, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Blue. Down to about the 22 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Williams.
There's a short one caught by London.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people down there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dances by at the 20. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Vegas, Vegas!
Second and 14. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 4. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man down the field, that's a Dunze. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Play action. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
What is Patty?
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 4. To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around. and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback, as he gets dumped.
Now Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Offering on for the Cowboys field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 8. Williams looking to do it himself.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Vegas!
They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He finds his man Johnson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again here, Williams. And my goodness, another
interception.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Well, Prescott here to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd and 9.
What is it on? You got pick him. Come.
To the air, Williams.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
What is up?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What is on?
To throw, it's Williams.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Williams looking to do it himself.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Savon Revel. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team.